Coming up tonight, the University of South Carolina has released their plans for keeping students safe when they return in August. The changes you'll see on campus. Also, a new campaign aimed at reminding students to stay safe and smart amid the pandemic has been launched. How you can get involved with the I Pledge Columbia campaign. But first, coronavirus cases in South Carolina are spiking. Here's a look at some of the latest coronavirus numbers in the state. As of yesterday, there have been over 36,000 confirmed cases in South Carolina. There were over 1,700 cases just reported yesterday. The death toll in the state continues to climb as well, now at a total over 700. Greenville County has the most COVID-19 cases in the state, but Richland County has over 2,300 cases. News 4's Ward Jolles is in Columbia with what local officials are saying about the rise.
Just 4 months after South Carolina announced its first case of coronavirus, the Palmetto State, along with several others, now emerging as a COVID-19 hotspot. Case numbers skyrocketing over the past 2 weeks, setting record after record.
I think a lot of it comes down to what we all do naturally in the summer, and that is get out and about and socialize more.
DX says that the spike here in Columbia is being driven mostly by young people, who, despite warnings from health officials, continue to go out, often without wearing masks. In response, USC President Bob Caslin and university officials unveiling a comprehensive plan for reopening, including expectations to test all students, faculty, and staff before their return to campus, and a new academic calendar, in-person instruction ending after Thanksgiving.
These are real people. These are real South Carolinians, people's loved ones who are dying each day that we report. They're not just numbers, they're people.
Not all citygoers in Columbia are worried by the new numbers. In a recent SGTV poll, the percentage of people saying they're comfortable going out to restaurants split right down the middle, 50% saying they're comfortable eating out.
Are you scared about coronavirus?
Not at all. Not at all, but I'm praying for all the people that's out there that's portraying that they can't get it. I'm praying for them because I know we can get it. But am I scared? Hell no. Hell no.
While they may not be scared, health officials and frontline workers like CNA Celeste Talafuse say it's more serious than people think.
COVID patients fight for their life. You go in there and they're on oxygen and they still can't breathe. They're just sitting there like gasping for air, and it's just horrible to see,
One of her coworkers died of coronavirus earlier this week.
She was an outstanding nurse. She risked her life for her patients, and she died because of her job.
While Governor McMaster hasn't imposed restrictions lately to halt the spread of coronavirus, several city councils from across the state have imposed their own mask-wearing requirements, including here in Columbia. Spencer?
Thanks, Ward. As he mentioned, President Caslin sent out an email last week detailing the university's plans for reopening. News 4's Lydia Blackstone joins me now from Spartanburg, South Carolina. And Lydia, things are going to look a lot different, and in that message, the university outlined its plans for social distancing, right?
Campus is limiting those classes that will be held in person. A lot of the classes will be held online to ensure that there's not a massive number of students on campus at a time, so that we are following social distancing protocols and only having about 100 kids per class, keeping the classroom spread apart in a certain way that ensures that there won't be a lot of close contact.
Another thing that's going to be different, mandatory face coverings. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, that's right. As just we've seen in our cities where there's been things released on how we are having to wear masks and face coverings, that will also be in place on campus, as we will be required to in classrooms, in Russell House, around campus, and as the coronavirus does increase, other places may be added to that list.
Right, and before we even get on campus, people are going to have to get tested. What's that looking like?
That's right, Spencer. Before any faculty members or students come back on campus, they will be tested for coronavirus to ensure that we're coming to campus healthy and we're staying healthy on campus.
And where can people get these tests?
Those tests are available at the health center, as well as there'll be drive-up locations to get that testing to ensure that all our students are remaining healthy.
And you're not in Columbia. Ward had an update there, but what are things like there in Spartanburg?
Well, yes, Spencer, the cases in the upstate have increased as well, mainly among young people. We're seeing those cases spike, and so it is mandatory here to wear masks, just as it is in the capital city, even though I live in a smaller city than Columbia. But yes, the cases are increasing.
Always there to break it down for us. Thanks, Lydia. For all the latest news from USC, follow us on Twitter at SGTV News 4. There's a new initiative to practice social distancing on campus. It's called the I Pledge Columbia campaign, and it was started to ensure that research, academics, and creativity at the university can continue to thrive. Students, faculty, and staff, as well as Columbia residents and business owners, can take the pledge online at sc.edu/IPledgeColumbia. Well, that's going to do it for weekly news from all of us at SGTV. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week.